Okay, it's my topic. Expectations. I've been playing No Man's Sky. This thing's been on the expectation train for 2 years. People are expecting this. They're expecting this is gonna be a mind-blowing game. This is gonna be fucking crazy. People need to check their expectations at the door. This game is good, right? It's a good game. It's all exploration. It's like the 2016 version of Minecraft, right? So you get resources, you mine resources, and then you make other stuff. Like you make your fuel for your rockets. You make warp stuff, and like that kind of shit. It's cool, right? But there isn't anything there in a way.
Like it's just the same thing over
It's
and
it's the
over.
same thing. The longevity of this game, I don't see it unless they add, unless they patch stuff, which I think they said they are patching. Like you can make your own cargo ships, you can make your own settlements and stuff. That's cool. But the problem I have with that is you make a settlement, the settlements have to be ships that come with you.
Oh.
Right? They can't be settlements that you put down on a planet because once you warp drive out of the fucking system,
You're never going back.
you're not going back to that system. You're not going back to it.
So, like, from what I've seen, people are complaining, basically saying, like, there's no point to doing anything in the game, because once you visit a planet and you leave, that's it.
You could go back to that system and then go back to the planet, but you're wasting shit if you're going back,
Yeah.
right? Fun game. I'm always thinking about it. It's always in the back of my mind. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Sounds pretty cool. But see, now I was playing yesterday for a couple hours, and I got to the point where I need a game. Give me a game here. There's no game here.
You're just kind of like, I'm bored of this already?
There's no end goal.
Yeah, there's no
Right,
story whatsoever, is there?
There is a story, but the problem is they don't tell you what the story is. I kind of like that sometimes because that's what Dark Souls was and shit, but like I just don't. Give me a destination to go to that is attainable.
Yeah.
Not the center of the universe. That shit's 17 million or 17,000 fucking light years away. It's not going to happen.
It's 17,000 light years away in the
Yeah.
game? How long does that take you to fly there?
Dude,
Forever?
your one system, like it takes off like minus 10 light years.
Really?
Maybe minus 5 light years.
That's just like literally flying through it.
Yeah, like you're just flying from one system to another system. It's minus 5 light years.
So you're never going to get to the center.
I'm not gonna get there for sure. And
I think people were just so pumped that it was such like a cool idea. I think the thing that sold people was that they're like, oh, you'll never visit the same planet twice. And I think for some reason people thought like that was the most amazing thing anyone's ever done in a game. But it's really cool when you do that, but it's not cool when you don't have any other substance to make that an interesting feature. Other than just an interesting feature.
yeah, it's just it feels like it's just wasting time in a way. You're just wasting time. Because like once you find like a clear-cut thing, you don't want to go visit any of the planets. You just want to do this. That's all you want to do. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to do this. You want to do that.
Yeah.
But you don't want to visit any of the planets. Like, visiting planets, whatever.
Yeah, man.
Cool,
I don't know.
cool game for people that are gonna play it.
Yeah.
Cool game.
Was it $70?
Yes.
Holy.
$79.99. But like, yeah.
Yeah, man. Expectations are a fucked up thing. Like, I only pre-ordered two games that are coming up. I pre-ordered Titanfall 2 and Gears of War 4. And I have no expectations for either of them, man. If I have a little bit of fun with both of them, that's good. But I'm not going in thinking, like, it has to be better than the last game because Gears of War 3, for me, was the best. So Gears of War 4 has a hard time to live up to that game. Like, I played the game a lot. I really enjoyed it. So I'm not setting any expectations, man. Titanfall 2, well, I had a lot of fun with the multiplayer. I could give two shits that they threw a single player in for this game because I just want to play the multiplayer. If I have as much fun as I played on Titanfall 1 with the multiplayer, then yeah, I don't, like, that's my expectation. That's really not that hard to meet. It should at least be as good as the last game. So that's a reasonable expectation. And if it's not, then you have something to bitch about, I think. If a second game's multiplayer isn't at least as good as the first, you should be able to bitch.
Yeah.
But I can't see that happening, so I have low expectations.
Your
I had high
expectations are checked.
Exactly. Right? They're reasonable. They're reasonable expectations.
I think this game was just so overhyped and so over the top that I personally think it's Sony's fault that they put so much pressure on this company of 13 fucking people.
I know. I was just gonna say they have no one working for them. The 10 people, or whatever, 13 people.
And people just went crazy, like, oh my god, this is gonna be huge, this is gonna be massive. It's just like, guys, it's just a game. Let the expectations come down.
Yeah,
these are like
weird breed though, man.
Movies are the same way too. Look at all the expectations that we had for like Batman vs Superman. Until the first trailer or second trailer came out, then everybody's kind of like, okay, what are we watching here?
As soon as I saw Doomsday, I was like, what the fuck is this show going to be about?
Leave Doomsday.
I don't like that. I like when they just leave it to like humans, real humans. I don't like all this alien shit. And I don't like it. Like, even in Man of Steel, the bad guy was Zod, who was an alien, but in human form.
But in human, like, you have a human antagonist.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
You don't have something. But if you look at it like I guess Harry Potter is the same way too. It's a way where you can take an alien thing and humanize it.
Exactly.
In a way to like care about it. Right?
So I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. You're talking about expectations. Can we talk about expectations outside of like video games and just real life too?
Yeah, real life expectations.
Because I think that's where like people are way fucking off, man. I think people's expectations from relationships all the way to even like your job is so misconstrued somewhere along the lines that I don't get it, man. I've seen so many people go through relationships and they bitch about the same thing all the time. And I say, do you literally think it's going to be different in any other relationship? Like, you need to... It's a two-way street, man. You can't just think they're going to do everything for you. That you're not going to be in a relationship for very long. You know what I mean? Same with jobs, man. Like, I've worked with some really shitty fucking people whose expectations of what should be done, what they should do, and what people should do for them, it's like, no. You're not even, like, you and me worked at Shoppers, man. They had a lot of shitty fucking employees, man. I dealt with a lot of shit at the end, and it's like, you're here to get to work to make money. And people couldn't even do the bare minimum. And now that I've had a few other jobs, it's everywhere, man. And I don't understand. It's like, fuck, you're getting paid to do a job. Even put 50% effort in. You know what I mean? But it's like, once again, people's expectations, like, or they just don't care. Like, I don't know what it is in life. If people's expectations are out of whack, or they just don't care. I'm having a hard time deciphering it because I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I think relationship expectations are the worst. They really screw up people. Like, you're expecting one thing from somebody, and then all of a sudden it's like different, and then your mind is completely like, oh, I didn't expect this. This is not what I expected at all.
See, like I have no expectations in my relationship. Like, I don't. I'm not coming home expecting her to like have dinner ready. Like, nothing. Like, I literally don't. Like, seriously. Like, once I start working full time,
that's good.
Like, once I start working full time and like I'm done school, and like money's coming in, man. If I have to pay all the bills for a while, whatever, not a big deal. Like, I'm not expecting her to like pay for everything and me to just put my money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's true. I've had no expectations in relationships either. Like, I roll with the punches, and we'll see how it goes. Right? I don't have this expectations where like this thing has to be done. This is how I want it. Like, this. I expect this from you. Like, this is. It's like, no. That's not. That's how you break a relationship. Jobs, it's the same way. Like, you have, like, you're going for a job. Expect what you're gonna do, but sometimes do things that you're not gonna expect.
Well, at the end of the day, when you have a job, you're expected to work, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't even get that. They're upset at that idea. It's like, fuck, man. People don't just give money away for you to show up. That's not how it works, man. You're not Kylie Kardashian.
That's what I thought fucking Shoppers was.
Wow, that was different. That place sucked. You're allowed to do that there. Chocolate milk, anyone?
Some sandwiches here.
Sandwiches, some milk to goes.
Oh, dude, those are my jam.
But like, I don't know, man. Even like talking to people who are going to buy a new car, their expectations like, I'm only gonna pay this much. It's like, fuck, man. if a car is listed at 30 grand and is brand new with 5 kilometers on it, you can't go in, but I'll give you 21 for it. Like, that's not how it works.
Well, if you're brown, they would.
Yeah, okay, but they're going to tell you to fuck off.
You're not going to get the car.
You're not going to get the car. But there's some people whose expectations like, no, I'll get it for that. It's like, no, I'm selling my house for $250. You can't come up to me and be like, I'll give you $150 right now for it. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, your expectations of what you think is really going to happen is not fucking even close.
Yeah, exactly. It's I feel like my culture is the worst at it. It's just they just expect something and then they're locked with that. Like, if they don't get it, they're gonna riot or something.
They're gonna riot.
Something is going to happen. But like, that's just how our culture is. It's stupid. For me, I expect the lowest thing. Like, I put my expectations really low for everything. And I know it's gonna get better because it's gonna beat my expectations because my expectations are so fucking low.
Dude, I do that too because if you do fuck up and you hit that like rock bottom, you're never upset.
Yeah,
it's like school. Like, I want to get straight A's, but if I get straight C's, man, it's all good because that's my expectation at the bottom.
Bro, C's get degrees.
Hey, man, D's get degrees for some classes.
That's true.
It's shitty mentality, and I know a lot of people, like Carrie, she's like, why do you think like that? It's like, because you know how shitty it feels to be like let down a lot because you set your expectations too high? And it doesn't matter sometimes how hard you work. You're
just going to get disappointed in the end.
That's the thing. You get disappointed, man. Even, don't set them super low, but set them somewhere that, like, realistically is 100% attainable if you work your hardest, right? But even sometimes when you work your hardest and you set it in the middle, other factors come in and it doesn't work out. You know what I mean? So, like, feeling disappointed is shitty, man. I don't want to feel disappointed my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I put everything really low for expectations-wise. My expectations are high for my work because I need to do I want to do a good job. I want everything to work. I need everything to work. Yeah. I need to make it look nice. I need to like do all this kind of stuff because I want to make it look professional, right? I don't want it to make. And every time I'm probably in my own echo chamber at this point for my app where I look at it, I'm like, this is amateur shit. Yeah. I should be doing much better than this.
I think when you're talking about like work, it's funny though because you have a good work ethic, right? So you care, your name's attached to it, you want to do a good job. Like, despite what everyone else says, if you take everyone else out of the equation, when you go to bed at night, you want to be happy and satisfied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the expectation for that, I think, is a little different. But if you set an expectation like I want to run 10 days in a row and you run 9, well, you're not going to fucking beat yourself up all night about it.
Yeah. No, when it comes to work, it's just my expectations are really high.
Which is a good thing, man. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
My issue sometimes is like I don't have anything I'm striving for. So at sometimes, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing where I sit down and close my eyes. It's like, man, I want to work so hard to do that. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, like I really want to, and then other times I don't have anything. And I kind of just say I want to do something just to be like I have something, and then I don't do it, and it's like people are like, oh, you set your expectations too high. It's like, well, I just think I said it just to say it. I didn't really want to do it. I just didn't have anything I was working towards, so I said I'm going to do this. I do that sometimes. Like I said, for like example, like diet. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to eat really clean. And I'll eat clean for like 5 days, and then I go back to fucking eating shitty because I don't care. I never cared. I just said I would do that because everyone else does. You know what I mean?
It's so funny that you say that because like I do that like every fucking day.
Like with food?
I was like, you know what? Tomorrow it's gonna be a better day, and I go to work,
and you eat
get a green tea. I get a green tea, and then I get a cookie. I'm like, really?
You know what?
This is what I'm doing to myself. And then I figure out like later in the day, like when I get home, like, man, I'm fucking stupid.
You know what, man? Food is my biggest fucking weakness. I'm not gonna lie.
It is mine too.
The last 20 minutes we've been talking, I've been thinking about a strawberry sundae from McDonald's. Like I literally looked at the time and I'm like, they change over at like 11:45, and then it's hard to like you gotta wait a while.
Yeah,
that's sad. That's
the worst thing to do is eating at like after 10 o'clock.
Dude, I fucking snack sometimes till like 20 minutes before I go to bed. That's why I'm fat. I snack way too much at night. I probably eat more from like 5 p.m. on than the rest of the day combined.
That's bad.
Like especially.
I don't do that. Well, I'm keeping it more into check.
Dude,
Today
I
was
think-
really bad though. But
I think I ate 5 nectarines today.
nectarines aren't that bad though.
Yeah, but it's
The
like a lot
fruit.
of like fruit sugar in it and shit.
Yeah, but it's natural sugar. It's not like fucking synthesized sugar or whatever processed sugar they
Yeah,
call
but
it.
what normal person eats just 5 nectarines in a day? Like I only bought like 7 for the week, and I ate
Dude, I-
5 today.
I usually eat like 3 mangoes at once, and a half a watermelon.
Watermelon's not bad. The mangoes, that's quite a bit. I'll share one. I'll share
Oh
a
fuck
mango.
no, man! Give me all the mangoes.
You want to know what Carrie and my biggest weaknesses in the summer, man? Fucking blueberries. We buy that shit by like 2 pounds. We'll buy like 5 2-pounders from Costco and eat in like 3 days. 10 pounds of blueberries. Like it's fucked, man. It's because it's not good all year round and cheap. You know what I mean? So you have way too much.
That's the kind of feel about watermelons. 'Cause watermelons are only good during the summertime.
You mean watermelons?
Yeah,
Have
and
you
I
seen
just
that video?
fucking go ham on that shit.
You love your watermelons. Next time you come up, I'll buy a bunch of watermelons.
Dude, you have no idea. You have no idea. I make a day of it.
A day of it. You have like, dude, if I ever see like a watermelon T-shirt, I'm buying it for you.
Yeah.
And watermelon shorts, and I want you to record yourself one day in a watermelon shirt and shorts just eating watermelon.
That would be so meta.
You should just make a video of like you waking up out of bed and just having like a whole day full of just eating watermelon. Don't drink
Yeah.
anything. Don't drink water. Just eat watermelon all day. When you're thirsty,
Dude,
make like watermelon juice.
When I go to work, I usually get 2 of those little canisters of watermelon, and that's
Canisters
my
of watermelon.
breakfast usually.
The fuck's a canister of watermelon?
It's just like a plastic thing of watermelon. It's like this big.
Oh.
And it's just filled with the watermelon chunks.
Yeah.
And I buy 2 of those, and it costs me $14 for 2 of those.
Holy shit, that's expensive, man.
Yes, I go to Urban Fare,
Oh, you mean
which is like the organic place.
Yeah. It's like
It's like Whole Foods.
Whole Food, yeah. Shit. Okay, you
Doesn't
want to wrap
taste
it up?
any better. Sure. All right.
I am sleepy.
All right. You can do the outro.
I don't even know what we say. You can follow Harv on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Harv Parmar. You can
Yeah.
follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MaximumD, and at Snapchat I'm DNLK12. I fucked up. Show on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that shit. Just Google Maximum Capacity Show, and subscribe, leave a review, a rating, and all that bullshit. Yeah. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.